It's actually not Connor.
It's Connor.
It probably is Connor. Let's be real.
Justin?
All right. So,
Even if it doesn't say Connor, it's Connor pretending to be someone else because Connor is a G.
this looks real funny on the damn screen. We're gonna
It's
resize.
real funny on the screen.
We're gonna resize. We're gonna reformat live. You guys are gonna see how this works.
Yeah.
You're gonna mess up your thing again. We're gonna be stuck here for like 10 minutes.
That's gonna be messed up on my screen.
Please don't mess your stuff up.
Well, if it makes you feel better. Ah, there it is. Now it's changed. It took a few minutes for it to actually say you were online.
He's online.
This is so weird. I'm using my laptop to try and adjust where it needs to be.
I'm now sending a vast amount.
Connor, gargle your mic.
No.
That's better.
Do it for the ASMR. Okay.
My phone just.
We're gonna move this over here. We're gonna go on this. Move this over here. Down here. So I should have adjusted all this before stream, but I'm really bad at being a streamer.
Lies, deceit, slander.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I fucked it up even worse. There we go. Down more. This is gonna be real exciting. Oh, Justin's here. Say hi to Justin.
Hi, Justin.
My Connor persona number 2.
Oh no! I'm lagging. No!
You say persona or fursona?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I think Connor would be an otter.
How dare you?
That's a fair assumption, actually. I thought the same thing.
I got possum vibes.
I get
Water,
that.
get out of my sight.
Alright, let's see. Connor, I'm ashamed of you.
As you should be.
And for once, it's not because you're a furry.
Proud degenerate, sir.
No, it's because Brandon's a furry. Shame on you,
I'm
Connor.
a proud degenerate, sir.
There we go.
Give
Well,
me
that's
some-
why we have to shame Connor for your actions.
Alright!
That's fine though. Shaming him is part of my.
I'm gonna
kinks.
full screen this and see if you can even read the words. Not really.
Oh yeah, full screen it for me, Zach.
I can see the skirts, Northville, and now you're trying to put the stream chat up the skirts.
I hate everything you just said.
That was the point.
Alright. Well, as I've demonstrated, I can blow up this image a little more and actually show around a little better. Anyway, so this is the basic. This is the map that I have been working on. It is Garbo. I wish I would have did better, but I'm a procrastinator. Wait until the last minute to do everything.
Really are.
Shut up, Brandon. Anyway, I've been excited to start this new campaign, and I I posted a TikTok earlier how I had just started writing stuff down, actually. Yeah, I was focused on the map, and the map still came out awful. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to the new campaign, guys, and viewers. Jesus, there's 5 viewers. It's everyone that's here, I think, and Justin.
I have yet to even open my Twitch.
Oh shit,
or
we
my
have
line.
actual viewers. They're gonna listen to how bad I am at streaming. As I try to fix my damn keyboard too. Alright. So we are actually gonna start off with That's a Lie, Neo Dragon. That's a lie. By a lot. Don't post Weavile. Wrong chat.
By the way, Connor, I can give you these now if you want.
No, I'll get the drill bear first, just so we don't have to do it more.
All right, so welcome
Don't
to
worry about it.
welcome to the only D&D stream where we talk about Pokemon and trade Pokemon.
Look, Look, I chose steel types. I need a drover.
We are actually gonna open.
With a drillber.
I hate you.
Cypher!
If we were playing the Pokemon TCRPG, maybe. But it seems so complicated. We're not doing that. We're
It's
actually...
less complicated than you'd think.
Really? We'll talk about that later then. But we are going to start with...
Understand it.
It's still really fucking complicated, but it's less complicated than you would think it is.
Like I said, it's probably one of those things you gotta do to understand.
Yes.
Alright. So I just thought of this, okay? Because obviously this is a dick fuck of a D&D stream. Does anyone have suggestions for better D&D streams they could view other than Critical Role? There are many. Literally just type D&D into any podcast format.
It's not a stream, but I like D&D illustrations.
That's a good one. All the D&D YouTubers.
It's not D&D, but it is run by the McElroy brothers, who do the Adventure Zone. It's called My Brother, and Me.
Okay. Also, go on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube. I think he's on all of those. Versatile Diecaster. He's okay.
But almost.
That post goth guy, he's pretty fucking dope.
He's awful. We all know it.
No, he's not.
Michaela's
He's got, like,
dying.
What, 1,000 followers?
Oh, thank you for thank you for the follow. Also check out the Absolute Tabletop Official RPG group on Facebook. They're great.
Block them, Zach.
Block them. Block a follower.
No, that's one of those bots that have been a really big problem lately.
Is it really?
Which one?
Yeah, they follow like 29,000 different streams or something like that. I saw someone
Foregathers?
specifically post about Foregathers today. Like, type into the chat if you're not a dickbag, because I doubt you're gonna. Because yeah, there's a huge bot problem going on that's specifically targeting LBGT and black people and other people of color on Twitch.
And they're giving them
Really?
problems.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up, dude.
I need to figure out how
Like,
to
just
block them real quick. Then.
Spam posting like the N-word and like I could show you guys a couple. But
That's bad.
Foregathers, I specifically saw Foregathers today. I wouldn't forget it spelled that way, like with it.
Well, I just banded them.
Like, sorry to do that to one of your followers, but
No, that's absolutely fine. We support Black Lives Matter. We support LGBTQ plus rights. We're all for all that. So yeah, thank you for telling me.
and the
don't
fact that they
support
weren't willing to
asshole
say
racists.
anything in they weren't willing to say anything in their defense to that, when a normal human would have immediately been like, no, that's not me.
Yep.
I am not the racist.
We don't play those games. This is a supportive community. If anything, we make our jokes between us because we are all longtime friends, but we're incredibly supportive to everybody outside.
Especially
Just call us
gay folk.
unkind friends.
To each other, yes, we hate each other, but we love
Brandon,
each other.
you called me an inconsequential fuck up. I don't care.
Anyway, we should definitely get to some D&D, guys. We have been streaming. Oh my god, we've been streaming for so long.
And it wasn't
Hey.
even about
It's only been 8 minutes.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's true. Sam Riegel carries on a lot longer than this for ads.
did you guys go on his D&D Beyond and log into his thing, his campaign? Because I did.
Did you?
I
'Cause I
don't
like
have a
that.
D&D Beyond.
You don't
Go to
have.
D&D Beyond.
You don't have to. You just
Alright,
click
yeah,
on the.
here's post 1. My Twitch was just followed by one of the bots involved in hate raids. If you see the Twitch account Foregathers, right below that, new bot following going around Twitch, Foregathers. Hey, fellow streamers, watch out for Foregathers. Like, there's yeah.
Okay, so that is a public service announcement. If you see Foregather spelt that way, capital F, lowercase ORE, and then capital Gathers, ban them, block them, ban them, get rid of them. You don't need that kind of trash around.
Chop them, cut them, cook them in a stew.
No, that would be an insult to potatoes. That's an insult to potatoes.
Is that-
Potatoes.
This is like my
For
seventh
push
try.
me.
Now,
Anyway, D&D.
yeah. So, we are actually going to start.
Salinchi? He named the Charmander Salinchi.
Stop playing Pokemon!
Anyway, D&D.
What the fuck is this? Alright. So, for the
it
97th try, I gotta get off the Discord too. I can't get off the Discord because I don't have your guys' new names memorized yet because I'm a bad DM.
My name
Somewhere else?
is Mason.
We are actually
I
gonna.
knew I should have come up with a funnier name.
What's that?
Your name is the only one I remember, actually.
Oh, yay!
I thought my name was very easy to remember. It's 4 letters.
Shut up. Alright.
Whose name do you remember? That?
His name is literally the name of a pot store.
I just.
All right. Anyway, DM was doing.
It's legal in your state.
For
You're
any
fine.
For any new followers, these people are the reason there's a hole in my wall where I bang my head against it gently every day, and the indent just a little farther in every week.
Only
Are they
gently.
like-
You made an entire hole.
Yeah, I feel like gently we're not doing well enough.
I'm not trying to redo the inside of a trailer. They frown upon that.
Okay, time to commit a hate crime.
No. We
I mean,
just
war crime.
we just banned someone for that
Like
reason.
D&D thing.
Have
I
have
mean,
we
well-
considered Zach using your head banging for good and sculpting metal with it?
Make beautiful art with your paint.
Okay, for the 23rd time, we are going to try this. We begin with Mason Geister.
Ah, fuck you, Mason.
Sorry,
Law legally abides me not to say "fuck you" back.
as your name says, Mason Gister.
Just
Mason Gister?
Actually, it's G-ster.
it is G-ster because I am dyslexic
Are you a G-ser?
and I blame my incapability
Just-
to spell. on
Justin's only getting every other word. That's unfortunate. Start with you. You are walking down the cobbled streets
Yeah.
to the guard headquarters, where you have to meet up
Oh.
every morning that you work, where
Yep.
you will be briefed on where you're going, who your partner is for the day, and you are instructed all of this by Eric Mayhew, aka your older adopted brother.
Okay.
As you walk in, you are, of course. Actually, I'll let you decide. Are you early? Are you right on time? Are you late?
I am about 5 minutes early.
5 minutes. Okay. You look around, and you see your other brother, whose name I have written down somewhere, but I have forgotten.
It is one that starts with a letter that's not E.
It's a great
I
start.
think it is B. Ben. Something maybe. Yeah.
I do think it's Ben, actually. I think it's Ben Mayhew.
Hey,
You
I
s-
remember.
Good job. He is. I made it Ben specifically to make it easy to remember, too, and I forgot it. All
I
right.
should have named them Peter Mayhew.
Anyway, he's.
Yeah, it is Ben Mayhew. Look at that.
Look at that. He's in a corner with a chair leaned back against the wall, passed out asleep. Currently surrounded by his prison guard friends, just kind of chit-chatting, waiting for the day to get going.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to him.
You
As I get up, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Zach?
no, he's just snoring.
So nobody's gonna wake him up, huh?
Whoa, man, you gonna wake up the boss's little brother? You know, he's
That's fair.
stupid. He is the boss's little brother. Yeah, that's what I
I-
mean. It should be his job to wake up the little brother before the big brother sees.
I genuinely just flick Ben in the fucking forehead.
Oh, shit.
Wake the fuck up, you cunt.
Oh, fuck. Did I miss the meeting?
No.
God damn it. I was trying to miss the meeting.
Well, too bad. You're gonna have to actually do your job today.
I do my job every day. I just skip the meeting because I get the same detail every day.
Yeah, and what if you miss it and it changes? Then what?
It's never going to change.
You have no idea how wrong you could possibly be.
Listen, I've been on the force for what, 7.5 years now? I've been a guard all 7.5 years. This doesn't change.
Well, whether it changes or not, you're still supposed to do your job. And I will not let you ruin our father's name.
I'm not
I don't want to see you
ruining.
losing a boat.
I'm not ruining our father's name. You get out of here with that nonsense.
Seriously?
Oh,
Sleeping
what?
on the job.
It's not. I'm not on the job yet. We've
It
got.
doesn't matter.
We've got. He looks outside. 2 minutes.
Whatever. Just get ready, Ben.
Get ready, Mason.
He's your sibling. You can't kill him. He's your sibling. You can't kill him. And I just start walking away. Yeah, and I go and I wait. Kind of. Just go pick my own corner with nobody in it and wait.
Okay. So you are now the brooding character in the dark, shadowy corner of the room.
Kind
And
of.
also dad.
And Dad. Why did I do that? I did a misclick. My bad.
Anyway, so yeah, eventually your brother walks up. Okay, everyone sit down. Hey,
Alright.
he looks over at Ben's group of friends. Sit the fuck down. They all quickly sit. Alright. He starts rattling off jobs. Ben is surprisingly assigned to guard duty. To which he rolls his eyes, stands up, and he and the other guards start walking out of the building. You know that they're going to walk out of the building and turn immediately left. They're going to pass the gallows that hang between there and Mayhew's Manor. Mayhew's Manor is the common street name for the jailhouse.
Ugh. Half the people that are in that tree.
He finally gets to you. Geister Mayhew,
Here.
you and Fredrickson. He nods at a half-elven, tallish half-elven man. You're gonna go to Porton for the day.
Alright.
Now you know Porton to literally be. It's a neighborhood, and it's literally named because it's the poor part of town. You are going to the hood.
Woohoo. Not like I haven't been there before.
Yeah. Watch your backs. Watch each other's backs. Yada yada yada. He carries
Yep.
out, giving out orders.
All that bullshit. Yep. Alright.
Frederick,
Anything else you got for me? Or is that it for today?
no. Go do your job.
Okay.
Fredrickson walks over to you. Oh, buddy, this is gonna be a good day, isn't it?
Hopefully. Can only be optimistic about it.
Hey, always be optimistic. You never know. You might get to kick in some teeth if you really get the chance. Let's go.
Alright.
He's,
You know what? I
he's-
like you.
He stops by. Now the back wall is lined with racks of pole arms of sorts, and he grabs a typical halberd, walks out the door, where he waits for you, and just outside the step.
Well, I've already got my stuff.
Okay. So you walk out, you meet him. Should we stop over at the Nightcap first? Now you know Nightcap to be the cop bar, the air quotes cop bar across the street. That services mostly just the guard.
We just walked out of here. Probably not the best idea to immediately slack off.
You're gonna be one of them guys. Okay, no problem, no problem. Let's go to work then.
All right.
He pulls a flask out of his hip, pops a drink, pops it back. You two head on your way to Port Town.
Yep. All the way to Port Town.
Speaking of
Fun,
Port,
fun.
speaking of Port Town, Patron.
Poor people.
So we got to decide how we say this right now. Is it Patron or Patrine or?
No, it's homeless. Homeless.
Yo.
Wow, I thought the murder was only supposed to happen in combat.
God damn.
Speaking of Pokemon, that man needs a burn heal.
Yeah.
I
God
did
damn.
always pick fire types for a reason.
Mikhail, stop.
Patron.
He's already dead.
So how are we saying your name, Connor?
Patriot.
Patron? We can do it. Patron. Okay. I think I got it.
Like Patrick, but in.
Patron. Cat. As you wake, around what time do you wake up? And yeah, around what time do you wake up?
Probably when the sun hits them.
Okay. Is there any particular place in the city you usually stash yourself at night, or is it wherever you decide that you're tired enough to lay down?
Usually it's just wherever he's tired enough to lay down, but last night was a special one, and he decided to hole up a bit somewhere that's a bit harder to find.
Okay. So there's you know of a place. You found a little hidey hole, an abandoned house of sorts, where you can keep the rain off you. Not that you need to today. Which I will describe in a moment. But there's a nice little hidey hole, an abandoned house between Porton and Old Town, where the two neighborhoods start to blend a bit. As you get up, you feel the chill of the day. Now, not having any particular home yourself or many personal belongings, you don't exactly have a calendar, but you don't need a calendar to tell you when it gets cold out, it's turning to winter. And as you wake up, you can see the frost on your breath. What does your typical morning look like?
The first thing he does is he leaves his little hidey hole, and he's going to be making his way down towards the market to try and find something to maybe quell the hunger pangs in his belly for a few hours.
Okay.
But if none of the stalls seem easy to procure stuff from, he'll just keep on walking.
Now, there are several markets you could check up. There is the farmer's market, the South Farmer's Market, which is the closest to you where you'd be right now. It is to the southeast, kind of in the southeast corner of the city. There is the North Farmer's Market, which is, you can kind of see how there's those row of buildings right in the center. Just north of that, on the eastern side, there's the Farmers Market North, and just south of those buildings, on the far right-hand side, or to the, sorry, I've been saying east. I meant west for both of those.
Ah.
Yeah, that's where I was messing up because Old Town is the southeast. I'm a truck driver. I should know this better. Anyway, yeah, to kind of in the middle east, where it branches off into East Village. Right next to that is Markets Row, where there's a lot of that's where you're going to find a magic shop. That's where you're going to find, an alchemist, those kind of things. So not a lot of left for food there. So both the farmers markets are excellent places to stop by. I'm gonna guess that you're gonna go to Farmers Market South, as they are starting to wind down a bit. But you do know, just on the other side of the road of that is just north, on the road north of that is Baker Square, where you can always find some warm bread.
Yeah, he's gonna be going to Farmers Market South.
Okay. So we will get back to you when we get there. But for now, actually, we can do this. I'm not going to readjust everything right now. I'll figure that out later. With that, we're going to go to Hayes.
Ah, shit.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I did.
As you wake up in the morning, let's hear what a typical morning looks like for you.
Typical morning for Hayes. Usually wake you up and begin to wake all the boys up to milk the goats. While I go flip all the cheeses in the warehouse and get the new and get everything flipped and set up and make them out of new deliveries.
Okay.
I also go get ready to start the new cheese wheels by boiling the milk, getting the goats unweaned calf stomach boiling in water to make the chemicals needed in order to make the cheese age.
So to clarify, when he says the boys, he doesn't mean his own children. He means the people he. So a lot of the farmers and the dairy farmers and the herders and stuff like that all kind of sleep in community houses because it's cheaper and they all have the same schedule and stuff like that. He's getting the people that live there with him up to get to work with him. And Hayes takes the good product and takes it out to be delivered. And it's a fairly standard route. Today, your route is actually going to take you, funny enough, into Porton. This feels railroady, but it's not meant to be.
Oh, I'm going towards the farmer markets and everything. I'm probably going to pass by both these people.
Yep. It's where your route takes you.
Yep.
Cool. With that, Cecilia. All the way up. Oh
Bless me. Sorry.
Oh my god. I thought Cecilia was doing an anime sneeze for a second.
I wasn't. I was muted because the coughing earlier.
Gotcha. Anyway, Cecilia, all the way in the other town, over in East Village, tucked up on the southern bend of East Village, you have your own little home. Not far from your family's main house, but serviceable. From your eastern window, you can see the, oh my god, I have their names written down right here. This is all so new, guys. What is their names? The Peros Gardens. Sorry, there's small confusion because there's Peros Gardens in the city, but the Peros family gardens are behind their house. It sprawls out almost in a wild fashion rather than a typical farm would. But they have the best fruits, they have the best vegetables, and somehow their ground grows food year round. But it's a lovely sight. As you wake up in the morning, what does a typical morning for you look like?
The typical morning for Cecilia starts with her desperately trying to keep the plants in her house alive because she doesn't have. She's not bad at it, but she doesn't necessarily have a green thumb either. Following that, she will eat a quick breakfast and head out into the city to kind of work her business.
Okay. I also like to imagine that your plants, at some point you've moved them to the window nearest the Peros Gardens to try and leech their
Yes.
nature magic into them.
Yeah. There's a rotation for them.
So far unsuccessful, but you know if you try long enough, it will happen.
She's considering like burying a hose under the ground and sticking it into the over there to see.
To literally siphon the magic.
Yep.
So let's discuss your business a little bit. Because you don't have any of the family business to take care of today. But you do have a little bit of quick coin to grab.
Well, the two favored methods are cards, of which she does enjoy playing, but the simplest one is to set up in the wealthier part of the merchant's part of town and do your little 3-ball game. Except, of course, there's never actually a ball there.
Which is always entertaining for you. As you get away with
Not
it.
for the people losing money, but...
Now this is ironically become a problem because the only place to really get that kind of attention is along the main street and right at the edge of Market Rail, where a lot of tourists are going to pass by, adventurers, travelers of all sorts pass on through the main road day in and day out. But it's also not far from Mayhew's Manor and the guard station.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. You got away with it for this long, right?
Worst case scenario, I can just be someone else.
I'm sure you can. So what's your setup look like? You do you have like a fold-out table? Do you makeshift one when you get there?
We double check some things. Yeah, I have a little fold-out table, and then I also have an owl companion, my familiar, who holds out the payment hat.
Okay.
Which is my little top hat.
When you say little, are you saying little relative to you or little relative to everybody else?
Little relative to me as well.
So very small.
Yeah, gnomes aren't the largest of people.
Okay. So.
But an owl has to be able to hold it, so you...
Let's say, how long do you stay here and do your thing? You know, traffic usually picks up about 7 a.m., dies out about 5.
Probably take a break around noon for lunch for a couple hours and then set up on a different part of the road until 5.
Okay. I need you to make... We'll say I need you to make 2 performance rolls for each part of the day, and you can use intelligence as your modifier instead. Because I know what you're doing.
Not deception?
We'll say performance or deception.
Because I have proficiency in one of those.
And I'll still let you use intelligence because of what you're doing.
And depending on the scenario, I also have sleight of hand. Alright. Oh, good first roll. Campaign starting off auspicious enough. That's 14 plus... That would be 5, then 19.
Okay.
Oh, for the first one. Second one...
Yep.
No, it is good. That one is a 9.
Alright.
I got lazy after lunch.
Yeah, you get a bit more tired with the job after lunch. But before lunch, you managed to scrape together 23 silver.
Nice. I'm already halfway to what I did last campaign, boys.
Fuck off. could not hold back that sneeze. The day dawdles on. Finally, you decide, no one's taking the bait today. And pack up. Where do you head after you pack up?
It's getting cold out, so I should check and make sure Patron didn't die in his sleep.
Okay, where are you gonna go look for him? You know his usual haunts.
I'll probably just wander around the southern areas of town.
Okay. With that, we'll actually switch back to, we'll switch to Patron. Earlier in the morning, it's about noonish when we're going to pick back up with you. You have a belly. You've managed to get the courtesy of a friend to give you a loaf of bread with a burnt end so they couldn't sell it anyway. I'm adopting Cecilia's accent slowly. I can feel it already. That's going to be a problem for me. Not like a bad thing, but like it's going to keep happening. So yeah, you have a belly full of bread. What do you do afterwards?
Once he has like something in his belly, he probably just wanders around for a bit, making sure nobody's dying.
In what capacity?
And nobody, that's a tall order.
Nobody he's aware of.
There's roughly 100,000 people in this city, bud. You're one hell of a doctor if you're keeping them all alive.
Man, that would cause overpopulation so fast.
Real quick. Like in a year?
The city might already be overpopulated.
Yeah, it's pretty packed in here already.
And that's when the evil campaign starts.
That's why I live in the outskirts of the cities. I live out in the fields.
Just making sure that like no one's freezing, no one's like
Okay, so you
has
may
an infection or whatever.
you decide to head straight into port, and this is probably a lot of why you spend a lot of time around there. You peek into buildings, leery of the, let's say, more hazardous citizens. We'll get there later. But you know a couple places where they have some children. They don't have a lot of things to keep warm, so you light little fires for them and move on. I haven't thought of what a word for Hooverville would be here, but you find some type of shanty villages put up between buildings and in alleyways where you manage to warm a few people up. Do you have Goodberry, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Worst druid ever.
You're able to take a look at a few people that are sicker and give advice at best. As you do this, you look up and surprisingly, the first, we'll say friend you've seen today is your from the bar. Your friend from the bar, a guard friend, Mason, and a tallish half-elf who seems to be. It's about 2 o'clock at this point, and you see the half-elf is kind of swaying on his feet.
Good luck with the drudgery again, Mason.
If Mason's there, hello, Gabe. Your mic is muted.
Unfortunately, yes.
Did you just fucking call me drudgery?
Just because I'm bored
Yes.
doesn't mean I don't know words.
Mason, we gotta arrest him.
We don't.
Why not?
Because he done nothing wrong. All he did was tell the truth.
Fuck you.
Yeah? Well, I don't think boss would like to hear the way you are on watch.
Big talk from boss's little brother. Anyway,
Boss's little brother or not, I would have done the same thing.
he rolls his eyes, stumbles a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He would
Nothing.
even be really enough for a fight, even if you wanted one.
Whatever. I just need to sit down for. He's kind of sit. He walks over to a stoop. It's filthy. You are important. I just realized the play on words there. But
So,
he sits down on the stoop and kind of ignores you, watching the street back and forth.
Patron, how are you?
Today has been going well so far.
That's good. Keeping warm.
A little flame appears between Patrick's hands and he says, "Oh, always."
Good. It's good to know. You get food today?
Yes, earlier a friend gave me some things that they could not sell.
Good. Glad to hear that you're staying healthy. Well, I'm gonna tend to my friend here and finish our watch. You try to stay out of trouble, eh?
Hey, you hear Fredrickson? Hey, that guy's got cheese. He stands up. You, give me some cheese. Hey, as you are walking through Porton, delivering a prepaid order, because in this neighborhood you have to have the orders prepaid. Otherwise, you can't deliver to them. You see a city guard start saying, "Give me your cheese."
Give me a prepay receipt.
No. What? No. Give me the cheese.
I'm not giving you the cheese.
Guys,
Frederickson,
Order. Now
stop
give
it.
yourself.
You're ridiculous.
what? He has cheese. He doesn't need all of it.
He is making an order. Can't you see? He already asked you for a prepaid slip. Leave him be.
He looks at you. Hey,
Man, who is this
look,
idiot?
just give me a little bit of the cheese. They're not gonna know if it's all missing. They're too hungry to care. Give me the cheese.
No, that's not how this works, and
Hey,
you know it.
hey, it'll help me sober up. He looks at you in a strange way. Like he's made some incredible point that you can't refuse.
No. You know what? I think I will tell them how you've been acting today.
You
get
are
ridiculous.
the worst partner.
Nope. I got this. I pulled my own
Oh.
little thing. A corner slice. A cheese I keep for myself. Here you go.
Ah, see? Good citizen, helping out the guard of the city. See? This guy cares about us. He slaps you on the back,
So that he knows his cheese is spoiled.
he,
And we'll give him massive diarrhea.
and he hands you a silver coin.
Yep.
He certainly seems to care more than some people.
Patron.
He probably just
Well,
assumes it's like the beef tip on a big cut of
Went out
beef,
before
and
my
like he's
car
like,
today.
"Oh, it's dope."
He goes, ooh, blue cheese, my favorite.
Well,
He's gonna shit all day.
So,
Patron, want my
just-
cart? Wheel of cheese poured in for you.
I will never turn down any meal that is offered. And Patron.
and that's when the flashback ends. You see Patron sitting at a table full of cannibals, and he's looking at the camera. That's how I got here.
Hayes Notavel, the biggest cannibal in all of Quinn City.
Yep. So, does Fredrickson start walking in front of me?
No, he's sucking on a piece of cheese.
He's going to shit like all hell later.
His,
Yeah, he about to have a rough night. But
you know you did.
there's a decent chance that if he had an infection, it will be gone.
Yeah,
Any bug in his system's going away.
and him too.
Hayes' first act of the campaign. Diarrhea cheese.
Yep.
If that doesn't establish who we are as a D&D group, I don't know what the fuck does.
Does he have to make a con save for that?
He does, actually.
Can I cast Hex on him?
No. Well, I
He
mean,
said he wanted cheese. I never said what kind of cheese.
you can, but you gotta give a sleight of hand as well.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Or stealth. Oof. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. You don't.
No? Why?
He rolled that bad.
He rolled so bad.
Oh, because I got a 17.
As a certain D&D group that Mikhail and I or listen to every week, shout out to the 2 crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the 3 Cree. Rough.
No.
So he has disadvantage on Constitution saves
Now,
or checks. Or whatever.
he also failed his perception check, so he's like, blue cheese. It's not blue cheese.
Oh no.
You just see a smile on Hayes' face as he takes the silver.
You see a smile on my face too, because this dude's been pissing me off all day.
You're gonna deal a lot more than this in a few hours.
So,
I won't be dealing with anything of his in a few hours. I get to go home.
Well, we'll see you at the bar later then. Come on, Clay.
See ya tonight.
Patron? Patron? I still don't know how to say your name.
It's Petrin.
it's been years.
Come on, man. How long will
Hayes is not figured out.
No, he does this on purpose.
I told you too many times if you can't do the last part, just call me Pat.
Sure thing, Pate. Pat.
Oh. Petrin, I'll see you tonight.
That you will.
Have a good one, gentlemen. I'm gonna take my associate and continue our whatever the hell we're doing today.
I'll see you tonight, he says, sun in the sky beginning to set behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's only a couple hours before it's time.
Yeah. So later, but
Hayes,
dark outside.
you carry on not even a full block later and make your last delivery of the day.
Well, thanks for hard work, Patron. Hand him 5 silver.
Oh, your hand.
Much appreciated, friend.
You guys are so wholesome. Sometimes.
Wholesome. Not giving people diarrhea
Nope.
with cheese.
Dude, don't talk about it. Otherwise, we'll go back to our chaotic asses.
Yeah, if you talk about it, we'll remember that none of us has made a dick cheese joke even once, and that'll change.
And you
Oh my
really,
god, I did!
really, God damn it!
I
I
told
missed
you.
so many
Exactly.
opportunities.
I did this to myself.
You should have said. You shouldn't have said anything. But now you fucked up.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
And the worst part is you let me know.
That's
Yeah.
Gabe. That video. That's Trevor Moore. That's the Whitest Kid You Know video. Like
Oh,
that's
okay.
one of the reasons I've been so fucking bummed out by that whole deal.
All right.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
So on that sad note, Hayes, what do you do after your last delivery? Do you go back and check in? Do you head out to the bar to start hitting the bottle? Do you go back
I go
home
back,
and
check in on
take a
everybody.
nap? Okay.
Go in, check on everybody, and head back to the bar after we close. After everyone starts to slow down.
Okay. So yeah, you head back.
A bunch of the boys probably followed me too.
So you head back to your home over in Farmer Square, and everything's run smoothly. These people know what they're doing. They're also adults.
There's also a very long guard dog that keeps the goats in line.
Yep. There's
His name is Brutus.
it's a border collie,
His name is Brutus.
which is funny. 'Cause it's a girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if anyone could speak with animals, they'd talk to her, and she'd be like,
Oh, my name is Jessica, but they don't seem to understand that.
Yeah.
They will never get a lady
Anyway,
of my stature.
by the time
"All right, I'm playing the dog now."
Fine. I 100% agree with this.
just the rest of the campaign, Mikhail is a dog named Brutus.
That is actually named Jessica, but only the druid can figure it out.
Dude. That's not a bad side journey.
My dog's
Maybe
great.
if this character and my backup character die, then we can try Jessica.
Alright,
AKA Jessica.
Geister, overall, it's a pretty good day. You don't have to make any arrests. Although you do have to slap Frederickson upside the head once or twice.
Sounds like you should fucking arrest Fredrickson.
What's that?
I said, sounds like you should arrest Fredrickson.
Probably get corruption charges.
What do you say there?
I would say you would probably agree with that sentiment, but this does seem to be par the course for the majority of the city guard. At least the ones that come in from the king's army to join your little city guard.
I was gonna say, all I really do is tell Eric about it later, like at lunch or at dinner or whatever, before I head out to the bar.
I say little city, but at 100,000 people, this is a metropolis.
Yeah. Did you hear me, Zach?
Yeah, I heard you. All right. So, as you two start heading in for the night, because you have to go back and file your final day's reports every night.
Yeah.
Frederickson starts singing the King's Anthem very loudly. And had he been anyone that's not wearing the King's blue and stag, things would be thrown at him. He'd be told to shut up, etc., etc. But as for now, he's just an annoyance to you.
When does his stomach start bubbling?
On the way home, actually, he goes, "Oh, hold on, watch my back for something. No, I can't." And he runs off into an alley, and he folds up. He backs his back against a alley wall, and he folds a board against him to try and cover up what's about to happen.
Oh wait, look at him. His pants are down. This is the moment. Rob him. Rob him.
And as this is happening, Geister, Cecilia shows up, just appears.
Hey,
His pants are down. Someone should rob him.
you should do it right now.
That's not my shtick.
I'll go over here and I'll like make myself look like I'm doing something. It would be really.
Are there any urchins nearby?
Many. You're important.
I look at them. Go steal their shit. Point at the pantsless guard.
Roll
Do they
persuasion.
look at me? I was gonna say, do they look at me for confirmation? Because I will 100% just nod and like, yeah, like go do it.
Roll persuasion with advantage because a guard is nodding yes.
Thank God for advantage. Okay, so it's not great, but it's not terrible. That is a 13.
And he's just a kid. He goes. He looks at you, Geister. Don't worry, we're already on it. He nods over. You can see another kid that's sneaking up, and then the kid walks over. He says, the first kid that you talk to, "Oh, what you doing over there, bud?" And then he starts getting the guard's attention. He's guards as Frederickson. He goes, "Get away from me! Get away from! No, you don't." The kid, "That's a foul order."
And to give them some help while they're doing that, I'll cast Mage Hand and lift his tabard over his face.
So just his tabard suddenly flies up. And then you see the kid running off in the back, and then he runs out of the way and tips his little hat to you guys, and take off back towards Fortune.
I fake a rend over in slight concern. Are you okay?
Yeah, you know how sometimes when you sit wrong, your tabard slides, your armor slides up on you, and it's. No, here it comes again. Oh my god!
Buddy.
Oh my god!
Oh, Fred.
He looks.
Okay.
He looks around. He looks around. You know what? We're in Portland, man. I guess they need a new paint job anyway, right? This is so. Oh god, the smell. The smell is.
Okay. Yep. Oh. Yep. I'm gonna leave you here. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you here.
Patron, you see the sight as you are making your way to your guys' favorite tavern to meet up, like you do normally at the end of the day. You see Celia staring into an alleyway. Cecilia, are you openly laughing?
Yes.
Yeah, I assumed. I assumed.
Yeah, because we always forget to do this description for the all one viewer. Cecilia is a gnomish woman, about 3'4". She has pale skin with a very light violet tint to it, a heart-shaped face, burnished copper eyes, high cheekbones, straight button nose, small mouth with relatively full lips, and her hair is kind of a grayish blue that's kept in a longer pixie cut. She wears clothes similar to a modern day kind of gothic Lolita military dress, along with an offset undersized top hat to match and chunky punky boots and piercings. Anyone who looks at her thinks she looks a bit like a showman, but if you are particularly perceptive, you can tell the clothes are well made and sturdy.
Okay. You also see Geister backing out of the alleyway. If Geister would like to describe what Patron would see.
So, Geister is a taller guy, about 6 foot almost. He's got this interestingly almost purple hair. He's also relatively pale, but he has these green eyes that look like leaves spewing from the center out towards the edges of the irises.
Did you
He
say
wears-
leaves?
Yeah, like
That's-
leaves from my
Your
pupils to
eyes
the-
look like leaves.
Yes, like my irises are like looking into a tree. Like if you looked at the top
Oh,
of a canopy.
I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant like 2 or 3 leaves. I'm like, that's fucking creepy.
He's trying to be narratively helpful.
Yes.
And as you
Also,
both
I
Similar
have-
to Andromeda's space thing, but like a forest canopy.
yes, yes.
A forest. Yes.
I get you. I get
Instead
you.
of
Boo.
stars, it's the top
Cecilia,
of the canopy.
as this happens, you see, as you're laughing out of the corner eye, you see what is perhaps your favorite person in the city, Patron.
Oh, hey, shiny cunt.
And he looks like...
His scales are kind of like a brass that is dulled over time. He's in very ratty clothes.
It was shiny when I found him.
Aw. I
He
give
does have
Cecilia a
white
high five, by the
that
way.
has an end of charcoal tied to it.
Whole ass cheese wheel in his hand.
Whole ass cheese.
It's tucked under his arm.
I've got this. It's fine now.
He's already fighting
He has
bugs
a
off it.
backpack that's very well worn and filled with some stuff.
I like stuff.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, something I forgot to mention. You guys know those like really super duper edgy gothic like rings that went over all your finger and like came to a point to look like
Yeah, the claw rings.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have that on my pinky finger.
Yeah, I call them talon and claw rings, depending on my mood.
I have a
And
talon
also
ring.
the shape. If it's like straight, I tend to call it claw, but if it curves, I tend to call it a talon.
I may or may not have had a few of those as a teenager.
I have
I
a
think
talon.
My current
Right.
home game DM has one that she wears
It-
sometimes, along with her skull-shaped odd like ear piercings.
I feel like I'd probably get along with your home DM.
Probably.
My channel name is my channel name for a fucking reason.
He's made it as sharp as he can though, for reasons.
And as all this is going on, you guys are catching up briefly while Frederickson is having a terrible evening.
Yeah, I cast prestidigitation around us by waving my hand almost like in front of my nose, like pew, to make it smell like kind of a fresh greenery and near us,
Yeah.
like pine. Yeah, pine and mint, because we're going into winter, so I might as well follow the season.
Okay. Hayes, you are the only one outside of this bubble, but you do smell the fruits of your trickery. And then you hear your friends cackling about it not too far away.
Ah, justice. Oh, everybody, what's that smell? Oh, dear lord.
Well, you get near us and it smells like pine trees and mint.
Oh, better.
Yeah, he's been there for like 30 minutes. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
Look
Yeah,
at him.
farm.
Like if you watch him
He
every
just-
once in a while,
he just looks at you
his
guys.
eyes go back.
He kind of, his eyes stop being glossed over for a minute. Do you think it's something I ate?
No, actually,
Drink.
it might have been from the mess hall this morning. Actually,
But then,
I think you might have a stomach bug, in which case that half a block of cheese you have left there, that mold might help.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, see, the cheese guy, Reese. Good idea. You shouldn't eat when you're shitting. You know what? It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Sorry, just shove it all in there.
Wait, where'd my
If it's
cheese
the more
go?
you eat-
He's feeling around his pockets. My cheese is gone.
Oh no.
Oh, poor kid.
Buddy,
No.
did you shit it out? Did you
Oh.
like? What happened to you?
Where's my coins, too?
What
Motherfucker.
happened,
Those kids.
dude?
Don't
Oh, oh.
I'll get to them later. Oh, it's awful.
Hey, I'm gonna walk out of view of him and pop my owl back into existence. Write a small note in my hand that says, "Don't eat that cheese. It's bad."
Hold on, I hand
And-
you a vial. If you did drink this.
If you did drink this, tie it to I'll tie it to their leg and say, "Loki, do me a favor and see if you can find one of those fools and stop them from getting sick."
Its head spins at you, kind of cocks it, and then flies off.
Follow the nasty cheese.
At first, it flies over, lands on his shoulder, and then flies off.
They had to get their bearings first. It makes sense.
So, shall we drink, boys and lady?
Yeah, I had a particularly good start of my day, and I believe I should be able to buy our first couple pints.
Well, all right.
As you say that,
I think I should.
Right.
you hear a banging sound from inside one of the nearby houses, and then you see a paling gray head pop in the window. And you guys, in real life, you know that feeling you get when you're at the gas station and someone walks from the corner of the gas station over to you, and you know that they're about to give you some kind of spiel, and you feel that dread in your gut as you know they're about to beg for money. They're gonna ask you for money for a totally made up story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know that's coming. You get that
I
similar.
get-
You get that similar feeling, but with a little more fear packed behind it.
Sounds cool.
As two men with paling gray skin, funny colored teeth, and tatters for clothing begin walking towards you
crap.
guys.
Yeah. Sweet tooth.
You would know these creatures to be Sweet Tooth. And I'm actually going to be able to pop that up onto the screen right now.
Well,
I just realized my computer's frozen. Is it not showing up?
fun to not fun. Apparently not. By the way,
What's that?
I do see the image on the stream.
I
Do
just,
you?
I just
I
made it.
couldn't see it.
I just made it bigger. Let's make it a little bigger. So I should go ahead and say that this image is provided to us. Well, I'm paying for it, but the artwork is probably in all of the stream except for the map that I made is made by John Taggy. You can find him. He Twitch streams Minecraft and a few other things. He's an artist friend that I've known for a long time. But you can find him at Downerboi, DWNRBOI, here on Twitch. If you want to hit him up for commissions. But he's working on my stuff first. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. Help him out. He will be doing the artwork for our characters too. We're working on that at the moment too. But yeah, this is what they look like. Drugs are bad, okay? Can you guys see that clearly on your part of the stream? I can't tell.
I can see it clearly on my stream.
Okay. Yeah, I was very happy to see that, by the way. So as they come out, the first was, my, can you spare some coin? I'm real hungry, you know. As he says that, you can see a piece of amber roll from one side of his mouth over his tongue, his shrunken tongue onto the other side of his mouth. To none of you in particular, just kind of the group in general. He starts sticking out his hand. It's just some coin. If you could.
You said you were hungry?
Yeah, I need coin. He's
Would you happen to have your knife on
Whoa! Hey! No knives.
No, this is
No knives are needed. As he pulls a knife out of his.
cheese up that I can give you some.
I don't. She's He grabs some. It's real bad for the stomach, you know. It makes you sick. Like that. He can actually smell the other guys. Like that guy. See, it's real bad. He must have ate some cheese. Some coin. Yeah. No, you're a guard. Oh, no,
How close is he to us?
He's walking closer, very slowly the whole time.
I have to wait.
Good night. How close is he?
Maybe 15 feet away.
Okay.
Slowly
I'm gonna-
walking forward.
Tell him to come here. Come here.
Oh, you got.
If it's coin that
See,
you want, I
what?
can give you some. Come here.
What a good guard. He can give me coin. Yeah, this is good.
So I'm going
You can
to
hear
give him.
you hear him making the sucking sounds as he says this.
So I'm gonna do something a little shitty.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna do a Fredrickson?
No. I'm gonna do a good guard, but a sneaky little shit guard. Ready?
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop my my eerie token and make one of the silver coins my eerie token.
So explain what this does.
So
Oh,
you can remove a lock of your hair or nail.
I know what this
or
does. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta pick off a piece of your body and give it to someone.
Yep. I'm gonna shove it in between the two coins and hand it to him in a small purse. Here. I don't know what you were intending to get, but
Are they copper or silver? Anything helps.
two silver.
Oh, good. Yeah, see, this will get us exactly what we need. Won't it? Won't it, Jerry? Presumably Jerry nods his head frantically. Yeah, it helps. What about the rest? What about the rest of them? The rest of them have money. That one sells.
Yeah.
Jeez, I've seen
Honestly,
them.
You're gonna get money out of. Sorry, but
While he's talking to them, can I have picked up like a pebble off the ground and cast prestidigitation on it to make it smell like their drug, and then float it past them in my mage hand to just kind of waft them away?
Yeah, you would know it to be a sweet molasses scent. Let me roll perception on them because they are kind of focused on trying to get money out of you guys at the moment. He got a natural 20 on his perception, so thanks for the. We could use a little. Jerry, you smell that? Jerry nods his head frantically. Yeah,
I also
we
minor
have-
illusion the rock to make it look like the drug. So prestidigitation makes it smells like it. Minor illusion makes it look like it.
And you toss it
Neither
away.
of them are concentration. Yeah.
You-
Like I'll carry it away slowly with the mage hand up till about 30 feet, and then I'll toss it.
You know what? We'll let you folks get on your way, and we have some urgent business to attend to. Okay, let's go. They walk about 40, 50 feet away, and you see them start frantically looking across the ground.
Have you ever seen those videos of the raccoon?
Yep.
With the cotton candy.
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
that.
They know it's there somewhere, but they can't find it.
so
Because the illusion drops after 30 feet, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So they got the vague idea that it was over there somewhere. And you see as they start squabbling back and forth. No, Jerry, it's over here. I can smell it. Shut up! You're gonna make the guard look at us. They're just kind of arguing back and forth.
They look back at Mason, who is staring at them actively.
he just nods, like shakes his head in disappointment.
That's a terrible drug.
It's a horrible one, honestly.
It's one of the boys who work for me used to be on that stuff.
Ugh. You okay?
Well, let's go wash the taste of that out of our mouths with a drink, shall we?
I'll check on them in a little bit. See how they're doing.
They'll probably still be looking for it.
Well, they've got money now, which will take them somewhere. If I can get an ID on somebody, that'll be great. When he says great, he gets a ridiculously Fey-ish type smile on his face.
Don't be making any weird deals.
No deals. But only captures.
Wasn't here, you spooky bitch.
What do you mean? Justice always makes me excited. Not in a weird way, though.
You see, when you say not in a weird way, it makes it a weird way.
Listen, man, I'm not Hisoka. I don't go swing. Okay?
You guys are having this conversation on the way to. I believe we agreed that you guys go to the Way In.
Yeah.
Which is famous, kind of low key. It's kind.
I've
calm.
offered them, because I can get discounts at the Sparkin' Bells. I've offered them a chance to go there several times, but we always end up going here.
That's the one I forgot to put in the map. I'm so dumb.
It's fine. It's just somewhere near East Village and the merchants and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that like your place or?
Family place.
We'll say it's a little place that's in East Village.
As we go in, I'll just look at you. You recommended a place last time, didn't you?
She recommends it every time.
That's true, but
I've
maybe
stopped recently.
still, maybe next time. Might be a new adventure or something fun. Yes?
Well, you won't find any of them around there, so that's a win or a loss, depending on how you want to look at it.
Well, if I'm on the clock, it's a loss. But if I'm off the clock, it's a win.
Exactly. Like I said, it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
Because
We're
when
not
I
the
look
clock.
at you, I can't tell if you're ever actually off the clock.
Shit.
Let's go get some drinks.
Guys, you have to pardon me. I am so sorry. With all of the Frederickens and shit, I forgot to actually go write my report.
Do it after you drink.
Oh yeah, I second
Fuck
that
it.
idea.
Yeah. Fuck it. Drinks first.
That's my boy.
See you later, diarrhea boy.
I think it's almost. But no.
No, he'll be here all night. I'll see him for watch in the morning, I'm sure.
File my report for me.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
I thought we were friends.
I'll be a cunt to people, maybe I'll rethink.
You're the worst partner ever.
Yep, this is why I normally work by myself.
Walk off.
Yep.
So you are going to the Way In instead of the what was the other one called? Sparkle? Something.
Sparkin' Bells.
Sparkin' Bells, that's the one. I'll write that down.
It's just a breakdown of her last name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zach, how big is this city?
How big is
In
this?
miles. In miles.
Dude, I am so bad at scale.
I'm sorry. More than 10?
More than 10. Easily. Definitely more than 10, yeah.
Okay. Alright, hopefully my plan doesn't fucking just shit itself.
Like that card did.
Mason kind of looks over and notices he said that out loud. My bad. I know, we're off work. I should probably stop talking about
Above table for the rest of the campaign. When someone fucks up, we can call it a Fredrickson.
it. Oh, we so will. Perfect. That's fucking funny. I'm calling everything that is just shitty. We're calling it a
Who's
Frederickson.
the new Todd?
Honestly, Molly Mock would be so proud of this group so far.
Who?
Anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, who would
I
be
mean-
proud of us?
Molly.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I can't believe you missed that, dude. Come on.
I didn't hear him say Molly. I didn't
You
hear
can't
anything
say
he
it a bunch more times. Alright, enough with the name. We're gonna get in trouble.
We are gonna get in trouble. And it's my fault this time. It's alright. Oh, I should say at some point, if any ideas seem similar to any of yours, don't try to sue. Because I promise
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck you are unless you're one of the
Also,
B&D
that's not how
streamers.
copyright works.
Right, that too. Like, just
Honestly, if you're the kind of person to sue over D&D, just go swimming for a very, very extended period.
with rocks in your pockets, preferably at night in the ocean.
Isn't some paper
Next
beating some
emotes.
with some men sailing out and hold your breath?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Dude,
Someone
yeah.
just shoved their balls off.
What the fuck? So you guys make your way to the way in. Now it looks
Take it
like,
away.
god damn it, it looks more like a Bavarian style wooden castle more than any other regular tavern. It is massive. It's a few hundred feet in each direction, with 5 floors above the ground, 1 below. As you go inside, you can easily see that the second floor is a balcony all the way around the edges where there's a bunch of rooms, but people come out and there's tables out there that can kind of loiter there, drink casually, as barmaids run up and down stairs all over to each different table. They have 2 bartenders full time. It is a very comfortable environment. A lot of business type things go on here. Every once in a while, you might get a surprise visit from one of the heads of the houses, a couple of their family members and their family guard.
Does my dad frequent here?
Your dad does frequent here when he's not in his apartment.
Yeah.
He's not here at the moment, though.
Okay, good. Because that would be a hell of trouble.
Now I know this may shock all of you, but I can actually pay for my own drink tonight.
Hey, somebody come into some money.
You can do that after I buy the first round.
Fair enough.
No, go grab us 2 pints and 4 glasses.
Okay.
Use my mage hand to help me carry everything over.
Comes out to a grand total of 1 silver, 6 copper.
I just hand them 2 silver.
They
We here at the
offer to
Bargain
hand you.
Cove.
They offer to hand you your change if you'll take it.
My hands are full. Keep it. I walk off.
The man nods and he puts it in his breast pocket. He goes back to work. You make your way back over to the table. Don't say it. And, yeah. You guys begin enjoying an evening.
Yay.
About an
amazing.
hour or so in, one of the city guard's lieutenants walks in with a couple of the regular guard, and they
Oh,
look
shit.
and they start scanning the crowd.
I cast disguise self. Fuck you.
You don't see
I
them.
see.
Actually, before I say that, I need you to roll perception with disadvantage because you've been drinking for an hour.
But you didn't make me roll a con.
Alright. With disadvantage, that is 15.
Perception checks, you said, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me take a look really quick. So that was a... either a 21 or a 18, I think? Yeah, 18.
Okay.
You said disadvantage?
Yep.
10.
Oh. Oh, but.
Patron is busy celebrating that he got to buy his own second drink tonight. It's a rarity for him.
Congrats, Patron.
However, the other two of you that rolled, you notice as soon as that door opens, you see the pale blue and the white stag on their chest, as well as the gleam of armor as they begin walking in.
No, fuck that. Disguise self. I'm not getting in trouble tonight.
Well, if it ain't the choir boys.
One time I decide that I'm gonna fucking do something for me, and I. God damn it.
As they walk in and they kind of scan the crowd, the lieutenant's pulled over as one of the guard begins pointing at your guys' table. Not at you specifically, Mason, but
But over here.
yep. You do recognize that it is someone you've been on patrol with when you've run into Cecilia before.
Oh. CC, you should probably.
If I saw that, then I also disguise at the same time he does.
Right in their eyes.
I look like a curmudgeonly old halfling now with a cane.
When you see the guy, I will have you roll a general intelligence check.
All right.
That shouldn't be too hard for you.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, you recognize him as a guard that has been on regular patrol. Yeah. So that
So like mid drink, you see my hand under the table do the casting, and mid drink I turn into an old bald halfling man with like a wispy beard.
So yeah, they don't notice you guys at the table then, and they do kind of look around. Finally, the lieutenant walks over to the bar, scribbles something down, and slides it to the bartender. He nods, puts it in a pocket. They have a quick exchange of words. The lieutenant and the two men walk out.
The curmudgeonly halfling will cast message to the bartender.
Hey, what's on the note? You can reply to this message.
He kind of looks up, looks around.
Wink at him from our table.
He says, if this is who I think it is, I have a note for Mason. It's urgent that he goes back to the guard HQ.
I'll look at this. What is Mason's disguise? If I'm an old halfling man.
Slender old elf woman.
Ha, nice.
They need you at the counter.
They need me at the counter, eh? Well, I guess I'll go up there. I slowly try to act my best to be an old lady.
So you haggardly make your way across the tables, bumping into people, apologizing for bumping into people.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, you get to the counter, and he looks. Is it you?
Yeah.
So he pulls the note out and he gives it to you. As you open it, you see it is Lieutenant Danvers. You might want to write that down. He's an important man.
Alright, give me just a moment.
Lieutenant Dan.
And you see he is written down. Return to Mason. Return to HQ immediately. Or not Mason. He would say Geister. Return to HQ immediately. And then he wrote down a series of numbers which you know to be guard code for VIP apprehended.
Oh. Well, I turn around and I let go of the disguised self. And I just turn towards the table and do a salute as I leave.
Okay.
Something important?
Most definitely. I will see you guys, I'm sure, tomorrow.
I look at the rest of the table when he leaves.
Classic youngster move. Leaving
Actually,
on a dime.
Actually, before I leave, I'm going to set down a gold and say that it's for our table.
Should get them through the next. He looks at your table. Hour.
Yeah, but still.
Have a good night. Stay safe.
You don't have to tell that to me. You stay safe. I'm more worried about you.
I'll be alright. He gives you a wink.
Okay. Have a good one, brother.
As you leave, it appears that Hayes is about to fight with a half-elf.
I can hear the keyboards of shippers already.
Of shippers.
Yeah. Anyway,
Connor, stop typing.
bold of you to
Shipper.
assume I don't already have a 10,000 word fanfiction about Geister and the bartender.
The
What the
unnamed
fuck?
bartender.
The bartender.
Simply labeled as B. Dot in the fiction.
Simply named as P-Tender.
Be tender.
P10. Yes.
That's the name of the story. Bee tender. There you go. That's a good one, actually.
Are you looking at him?
Give me 30 minutes to write some smut and make $20. I'll be back.
All right. So as you guys are just drinking for the night, the rest of your night goes fairly simply. Well, as simple as hanging out at the bar goes. Now, Mason, on the other hand, as you don't have far to go. It's about a block and a half, 2 blocks back to the HQ from the way in.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Before I get all the way back there, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna use my eerie token thing to look and see if anything has happened.
Like, with
I can
the
read it
sweet,
for you.
like,
Yeah,
like the
I
sweet
can read
tooth.
it if you need me to.
You can't see anything, can you? You can just hear, right?
No.
It's a verbal
It's as if
communication.
your senses are being used from the location of the token.
Because they might have changed it a little bit since I got to play with it.
Remote viewing. If you are within 10 miles of the token, you can enter a trance as an action. Trance lasts for a minute, but ends early if you dismiss it or incapacitated.
Excuse me. Excuse me. If you're gonna hump and cough before you read that, it better be in a fucking David Attenborough voice.
No.
Shame on
You can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is.
That's what I needed.
While you are using your senses. Yeah.
I got what I needed. So you get a brief image of 2 men, the 2 men from before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they're the 2 men from before, huddled over the bleeding out body of a man moaning, as in dying, as they dig through his pockets and begin running off.
Oh, shit. Well, can I take a moment to try to remember their faces?
When it comes to Sweet Teeth, their faces all look very similar.
Damn it.
They're all
Okay.
they're
What
all
about the dying guy?
their skin kind of seems like it's starting to melt, if that makes it, like, sag and melt, if that makes any sense. The dying guy he looks like an impoverished half-elven man who probably got a raw deal when he couldn't give the Sweet Tooths any money. I'm still trying to decide if we're gonna call them Sweet Teeth or Sweet Tooths. Tooths. It's fucking with my head. Tooths. I kind of do too.
I don't know, it just seems a bit more Teats.
Well, in the words of the immortal Billy Butcher, I think we should refer to them as cunts.
Goddamn. But yeah, he's got reddish hair, can't tell what color eyes. Right now his face is kind of stained pink from, blood.
Okay.
You'll probably get a report on it in the morning.
I was gonna say, can I at least try to write down, or can I take a try at sketching a face on a piece of paper?
Do you have proficiency in artist tools?
Ah, shit, I thought I did. I have alchemist tools.
There's some more words. We'll say roll a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Oh, you're gonna make me scribble a crayon art.
Basically, yeah.
The DC is like 10 for a passable portrait.
Yeah.
So
It's 10.
Alright.
I got nat 20 or 10.
Nice. So yeah, you're able
making me roll this then.
you're able to get a fairly passable we'll say a non-problematic picture of a half elf.
Okay. I'll take that and I'll head inside because I mean I need to be there apparently.
Yep. So as you run inside, there is a lot of guard. The night guard and the day guard are all here. Even
Is
Frederickson.
Frederickson there?
Frederickson is here. He's in a corner, sulked against the wall, with a piece of paper kind of on the floor. He seems like he's writing his report, but he looks
Look at him go.
very miserable.
Oh, poor guy.
He might call into work tomorrow.
Good. Oh, most definitely. I got it met. What's up? What do I need? What's going on? What happened? Somebody die?
Ben says, "Nothing. Don't worry so much. All right, man. Just calm down.
I used my.
Hey, this is where my job gets a little more important than yours because we gotta hold the guy.
Hold on.
God, you smell like a brewery."
Yeah.
Just look at
I
it.
need to
No
make-
shit, you sent them to a bar.
I need to do a thing really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna whip out a piece of paper and quickly write a report about my day and then what I saw.
Oh, and I'm
And
the
then-
slack. He's just over hovering you the whole time. I'm the slacker, right? Yeah, look at that.
Yep. Next time you
That
select,
is-
remember I'll be there.
That is some chicken scratch if I've ever seen it.
Oh, 100%.
And he does the
I
typical.
like to imagine that your reports are written for some reason in the voice of a young teenage girl.
Sometimes I forget who I am and I end up writing in like Faye.
So Sylvan, but
Yeah, I end up writing in Sylvan.
as you're writing stuff down, he's doing the typical brother thing where he nudges the table underneath you.
Kill him.
Ben, this is your only and final warning. If you do not stop, I'll drop you like I did on the playground.
Yeah, but now we're in the guard shack, so
And what does that mean? They really want to see us fight here.
they really do. That would be so fun too.
Assert dominance over
So is
its
that it?
corpse.
But Eric would kill
So-
both of us.
This
I-
is true. So
We
I
know,
cannot do
and
that.
we both know you don't want to disappoint Eric, but I don't have a problem egging you on.
It's less Eric and more father.
Well, he's retired, so it don't matter what the fuck he wants.
I mean, if you really want to go that bad, we can go right now.
Maybe in the morning when you're not so slobbered.
Oh, that's cute.
Finally, Eric walks out. Everyone needs to sit down. I'm fucking up their voices. Everyone, sit down. Calm down. Eyes up here. There's not enough room for everyone to sit down because both shifts are here.
Yeah.
So, we have all known of the rise of a small cult called the Followers of the Grey One. Tonight, about 2 hours ago, we managed to capture the head of the cult. He will be executed.
Damn.
He'll be executed first thing in the morning.
Somewhere in the background, you hear Frederickson, stop copying my notes.
It gets real quiet, and you hear.
You alright, Frederickson?
Hey, none of your sass right now, Mason. This is important shit.
Fine. I'll be good.
Sass him more.
We're pulling the full night shift guard specifically to stay near the manor. So we need a few volunteers to stay up through the night to keep an eye out on the rest of the city. We're going to run skeleton crew in the main city, but we have to keep this man here until morning. He had a speedy trial. The judge has ordered his execution immediately at dawn.
Okay.
You see a couple people volunteer. He kind of glances out, takes note. Good. And then he looks over at the treasurer, starts mouthing something to them. Be safe. Good evening to those of you that are not staying on guard. Good evening to you. And he heads back into his office. Eric tends to work long hours.
That's so fucked up that he only wished the people who have the time off a good evening, and he's like, "Fuck you guys who are working."
That was my miscommunication. He was telling the people that were on work to be safe, and everyone else to have a good evening. Fuck you.
Because being safe.
Does he lock
precludes
his
you
office
from having-
door behind him?
What's that?
Does he lock his office door behind him?
He typically doesn't lock his door, but he does shut it. Generally, you don't just walk into the captain's office.
Or Mordor.
May I try to compose myself in a manner that is not a swilled fucking mess of a man?
So you do that thing where when you're a teenager and you were drinking illegally and you had to like take that deep breath and pretend you're sober in front of your parents? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Gotcha. All right, we've all been there.
And then
We're adults.
Then I knock on the door.
Don't drink underage, kids. Don't do drugs.
Seriously, don't do that.
It could affect your brain.
Quite
Doesn't
literally.
give you nearly as much trouble as you're thinking. I promise.
It's not even that fun.
It really isn't. Especially when you get a hangover and then you're like, why'd I do that?
Anyway. Way off track.
So you get drunk and fall asleep halfway in your dog's cage.
So you
Do
walk.
whatever you want, kids.
So you walk over and you knock on the captain's door. Come in. Oh shit, Mason. Surprised you didn't volunteer.
I'm not in the right. I just gesture towards my.
Oh yeah, I smell it. God.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I haven't seen your report tonight, and you're. God damn it,
I
man.
just kind of hand it to him. I just hand it to him.
What the fuck? This is a mess.
It is. I can rewrite it in the morning if you want.
I would prefer you to do that. You have talked endlessly about Fredrickson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did immediately want to just go slack off. Like, almost right as we walked out the door. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Mason waited to slack off at the end of the day like a normal person.
He looks out through the window. He sees Mason Fredrickson still leaned against the wall, still filling out his report. At least he wrote his report before he went out drinking.
I mean, only because I didn't offer to go with him, or he would be extremely drunk already if he hadn't shat his brains
God,
out.
he's so
The man
pale.
that somebody with him, he has been. Oh, that man! I feel bad for him. He took something from. Well, he like rudely demanded something from someone until they gave it to him, and then he ate it. And yeah.
When you say he demanded something from it and ate it, and he looks at you very concernedly, because you guys were important earlier.
Yeah. No, not that.
Oh, okay,
Wrong.
okay.
I would never have let him eat that. That would be ridiculous.
You were about to be in a cell right next to him.
No.
Brother Amnor.
No. Speaking of actually something about that, I was approached earlier today, by two Sweet Tooth.
I see. How did the interaction... He pulls out a report paper. And how did this interaction go?
They requested that I had money, so I did that thing that I can do.
His report paper nods and pulls out another report paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Everything around me just starts turning into Faye.
And then that report paper shakes his head,
Okay.
pulls out a pen.
I've tricked you all.
Hold on.
I've tricked you all. You're falling into the Feywild.
And then there's like
So-
a fifth report that has II written on it, and it's like very carefully watching all the other reports.
Guys, I'm just trying to tell what happened earlier. They begged us for money, and then I gave them a little bit, but mixed in with my coin. I later checked up on it, and they apparently had murdered a man in cold blood. It was written a little bit more correctly, that'd be in my report, but I made a mistake.
You look down at your pert. It says, "Sweet Tooth done murdered a dude."
Yeah. Actually, that might exactly be what it said.
I see there is a slightest brief memo in your report. This murder needs to be the bigger report than Fredrickson is a dipshit.
Oh
You-
shit!
I don't know about that.
You literally wrote Fredrickson is a dipshit. I just
You can't say it's not an accurate report.
Why did you follow me, Hayes?
I'm not Hayes. My name is Josh. I'm a janitor.
Look up, Josh.
go enjoy the rest of your evening. I expect you here early tomorrow morning.
Early. Got it.
We're gonna need extra guard in the morning for the hanging.
Okay.
The town crier is calling at 5. Be here by 5:30.
Okay.
Go.
Yep.
Enjoy your evening. And as soon as you open the door, he yells for Fredrickson at the top of his lungs. And you hear Fredrickson go, "Oh, fuck, man."
I make direct eye contact with Fredrickson and just do that stupid, haha, fuck you, now you're in trouble wave.
He stares you down. He
My
slowly gets up
Sharp tooth grin.
and he holds his stomach as he slowly waddles to the captain's office. Closes the door behind him. And as soon as the door closes behind him, several other people start laughing at him too.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to specify. I have like needle teeth. I'm a gross person. Well, I keep my mouth closed most of the time unless I'm being a smarmy shithead.
As you step back out into the crisp air,
Mm-hmm.
what do? Do you go back for drinking? Do you head home for the night?
Shit. Probably bad to go by myself. Go there. Yeah, I guess I'll. The lawful person in me wants to go find that dead guy and bring his body back.
Is that what you want to do?
But I need. I'm gonna go back and see if I can get the other guys to come with me. And lady. God damn it, Cece.
So you go back to the weigh-in.
Mm-hmm.
Now I should mention, on the way past the weigh-in, there is a large fountain where the East Village Road meets the main road, like the through road.
Yeah.
The statue is of the 5 founders. So to quickly describe this, the leftmost character is Dag Stormhander, who is a dwarven man. I'm gonna give not great descriptions of these people because it's stone. A Seal Swiftsong, who is an elf and who is still currently alive. The only one of the founders that is still alive.
Nice.
Amber Peros, who is a tiefling, who is depicted with not horns but antlers. Amber Hawthorne, who happens to be Ember's sister, was a human. And Fickelstein, a progenitor and the first Fickelstein, progenitor to Cecilia, who is in a branch family of the Fickelsteins. He is a gnome. You pass the fountain and the statue, and you make it back to the weigh-in.
Hold on. Before we get past the statue, or the fountain, can I dunk my head in it and scream as loud as I can just to try to sober up a little bit?
So you
pull my head out.
That noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull my head out, shake it a bit.
One of the koi in the pond comes up and nips at your lip. And swims away. Roll to attack with a bite.
Okay.
Kill him.
I don't know if I can kill the koi, because I might just not hit.
Do it now.
Oh, that's a 17.
Yeah.
Into your hate.
As it goes to bite you, you bite its top lip off, and it just kind of starts twitching underwater.
whatever.
The fish keeper in me is so sad right now.
Sorry, but I need rage to be released.
Yep. And you make your way back to the
Koi
way in.
fish, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Don't worry, they're not as expensive yet because society hasn't artificially made them as such.
It's basically just a orangish carp at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, after
There
that,
are
I'm
some
gonna...
really cool koi fish out there.
First off, I'm
this
gonna
is
spit
as
the
someone
fish
who's
out of
not
your
a big fish person.
Yeah, as a fish person, yeah, I'm so aware.
I'm gonna spit the fish out of my mouth.
Into
and I'm
the
gonna
into
go
water.
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's just gonna spit it onto land so that he can watch it suffer.
So I will remind you, it is early winter. Your head is full wet now. So by the time
That's perfectly fine.
by the time you get back to the way in, the ends of your hair is like frozen together in clumps.
Okay.
So yeah, you walk in, and Cecilia, you were the one facing the door, so you are the first to notice he's back.
Oh, hey, look, he's back.
Yep. You were all fucking ridiculously drunk.
Yes.
Don't hiccup in response to me.
I'm not a full
I just cover my mouth to stop the next hiccup.
I'm not a full-on fist fight with a half elf behind the bar.
I'm whatever. I just wave like a I just dismiss that whole fucking situation. I don't care. Patrick, I need your help, please. For the love of God, tell me you're not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Ah, son of a bitch.
I'm not officer drinking.
You'll get tape when you see there's like 2 full glasses that have not been drunk, and you can tell it's where Hayes was sitting.
Come on, beer, sit down and have a gister.
Fuck it, obviously. Whatever. It'll be fixed in the morning. I guess tonight is the night of the theme of being a bad cop. Fuck it, whatever.
Well, very bad if you're off duty.
Yeah, I am. I am off of duty now, and in so much trouble.
You're not in
How?
I just like put my arms as long as they will get and gesture. This much.
You feel an invisible arm wrap around your shoulder as Cecilia's unseen servant named Kevin
Yes.
just kind of wraps his arms around you, and like you can't really see it, but I've always imagined they're very much shaped like Fall Guys.
Yes.
Like if you've ever seen that game, you could almost
Yes,
just imagine its invisible head just nodding with you, like, I get it, man.
I always picture them as invisible bubble buddies. I can't help
And
it.
that's very much what Fall Guys look like.
Okay.
How tall is Cecilia, by the way?
3'4"?
3'4". Do you need a kiddie stool? Do you genuinely need like a booster seat in your chair?
You see that she's sitting on one that looks like it's part of a fold-out table.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
It's your huckster
Not
table.
anything out of it.
It's my huckster table, yeah.
Yeah.
Also
Exactly.
functions as my stool.
Nice.
When you're small, you can't carry a lot of different things. They need to function as multiple things.
As a small
So-
person, I am very aware.
So she has spent money over the course of her years having some of her gnomish family use their clever fingers to help craft her shit.
Since I have failed in my quest to be a good cop, I have decided the life of being a drunk for tonight is fine. And I slammed the 2 beers that Hayes were meant for Hayes.
Congratulations, you won! You know what your price is? Mage hand floats up to your face with another beer. Can you guess? Here's a hint. Can you guess?
I can. It looks like beer.
It's another beer.
How comfortable is Cecilia with Gister picking her up and throwing her on the chandelier?
She's too drunk to care and probably wouldn't have minded to begin with. You've never seen Cecilia actually outwardly angry, afraid, or like they seem pretty unflappable overall.
I'm going to pick her up, and I'm going to start singing songs of merriment and drunkenness and chug that last beer, and then I'm going to toss her onto the chandelier.
Oh, hey, look. It's Dusty. I start prestidigitating them. So dust is just sifting off of it down to them.
You
Do I need
see,
to roll a con check to see how fucking plastered I am, or am I just plastered now?
I feel like when it's drinking over time, you're gonna be drunk anyway around,
True.
rather than just a flat roll at the beginning of drinking, and that decides if you're drunk
Like,
or not.
unless your goal is not to get drunk,
Yeah.
and you're putting time into it, you should get drunk.
Right.
No, I'm putting time into it, and I am intending to get drunk.
Okay.
Then you're drunk.
And you're drunk.
It's just like real life. You
Oh.
you take time and money, which is essentially just liquid time.
Yep.
You go to a place, and you exchange it for drunk.
I can't find any flaws in this argument, just so you're aware.
And that's how you create alcoholic.
It's like that reminds me of like my favorite line out of the few seasons of Modern Family I ever watched, which is one of the gay husbands is like, "Oh, I invented this new drinking game. It's called Every Time I Get Sad, I Take a Drink." And his husband's just like, "That's called alcoholism, honey."
Yep. Was it the small one or the big one?
Big one was the one who said the game. The redhead
Yeah.
was the one who said that's alcohol.
Ism.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that episode. I regretfully say because my sister was super into that for a while, so it was on our TV.
Well, I enjoyed it for like the first 4 or 5 seasons, and then I was like, you know, it was new as far as sitcoms had gone, but around then I'm like, I've kind of gotten its point. I don't really need any more. It
I know that
it does
kids
have a
do it.
phenomenal scene where the father and the son recreate that scene, that montage from The Godfather with like the dead horse, like the horse
Yeah.
head and them shooting up the building and all that, except they do it Modern Family style. So they leave like the torn off head of a stuffed horse in this bully's bed. This bully, I think it's either this bully's dad or just a rival of the dad in his real estate thing. They drive by because they've been putting up their balloons next to one of Phil's advertisements, and they shoot it with BB guns. So like they recreate every scene, and it's honestly that was worth watching the entire series for me.
All right,
Good.
to get back on track.
Yep. Drunk people being drunk.
You guys live out your evening. Eventually, Mason makes his way back.
Home.
His nose is crooked. Not Mason. Sorry. New characters, guys. I barely got your guys.
New character, who dis?
Hayes. Hayes makes his way back. His nose is crooked. He's got a couple loose teeth.
The elf isn't looking much better.
Oh, 1 second. Let me help you with that. And Kevin and my mage hand will push opposite directions to try and fix his nose.
Yeah, you don't see it coming, and you just feel crack as your nose gets adjusted, Hayes.
Well, you would see the mage hand, which very much looks like a Mickey Mouse gloved hand, but you don't see Kevin.
Where's my beard?
What do you mean?
I left
What?
2 things.
What beer? What?
When did you get back?
What do you mean? I've been here all night.
Did you drink my beer?
That
No, it
unattended beer?
was in front of him, which makes it his beer. And
You left them.
where have you been, sir? Why would you
You
leave
left
us?
them.
I
You
put my
left
arm.
him-
I put my arm around like Mason's waist because I'm not tall enough to do otherwise. He's been here the whole time, and you left us.
You left them alone, so I made them home in Belly.
And no one can see it, but Kevin's just sitting in the background doing the folded arm bro nod, just like, yeah, you left.
Yeah. Cunt. So, have you guys watched Fire Force?
We are not getting distracted right now. Hold on. No.
No,
No.
I was genuinely going to make a description about my character. So fuck you.
You have described your character 4 different ways now.
Yeah, I know. But I nervous smile when I'm drunk, which is hella creepy.
Fair enough. Now,
I use minor illusion to make like the equivalent of a matte painting of his like neutral face and just stick it over his mouth.
Good.
as
Please,
the
don't
night
make me
carries
go
on,
gross.
a tall, blonde, tanner-skinned elven woman wanders. She appears to be very drunk. Wanders over to I just said his name, Hayes, and she slips you a note and a key inside the note. Hayes.
Okay.
She gives you a wink, and then begins heading upstairs.
Are you getting laid on your own time?
Cecilia doesn't say anything. She just holds out a hand to fist bump. But she's so short that you might not even notice.
I see it. Fist bump. I'll be back later, gentlemen.
Hey,
Him.
Wait, no, let him go. Let
Why
him go.
she is
buddy,
trying
hit
to
it
do
in the
something
back for
shady.
me.
Once he's made it out of hearing range, I look to the others. All right, let's take a poll bet on whether or not she robs him.
Yes. She'd do that.
A gold on 60% that he robbed the person.
Well, this isn't gonna work if we all bet on him getting robbed.
So
Oh,
we-
wait,
we
I
bet it on
get it,
him.
I get it. I look at them conspiratorially. He can pay.
Yay.
Yeah.
And we all put one
Yeah.
gold on him getting robbed.
Yeah.
And if you don't get robbed, I guess you get 3 gold.
Yeah.
Where did Patron get a gold?
He got fired.
I found it on the floor.
Found
Fair
on
enough.
floor.
All right. And as you wander upstairs, Hayes, I need you to go to the Whispers channel with me.
Oh, okay.
Oh
He's
boy.
dead. Oh,
All right. Hopefully they can hear us in the stream. Let me just double check to make sure this is working properly.
There we go.
All right. Hopefully they can hear us in the stream. Okay. Yep. Before that starts looping. So as you wander upstairs, Hayes. By the way, for the viewers, we're going to be doing this. Connor, I need you to stop viewing the stream. If anyone in the party is viewing the stream, I need you to stop here. And you can come back after we're out of the Whispers channel. Honor system, guys. Now, we're going to be doing Whispers every once in a while and secret side adventures for each player character. Now, Hayes, as you go upstairs, you find your way to room 314, which is on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Where you open the door, and you fully expect you're going to get lucky right now. But as you open the door, you see 3 people in black cloaks and hoods, keeping their face cleverly hidden. The taller one says, "In quickly, close the door."
Oh, I know what this is. I come in and close the door.
The only one that doesn't have the hood up is the tall, blonde, elven woman. She just gives you a little wink. The big one in the middle again says, "Our grand leader is being executed in the morning.
That would explain why he left.
Who? Oh, your guard friend, yes. Now, obviously, we're going to bring him back. These mundane people are so stupid. But we'll let them have their little show in the morning. Now, your particular skills will be able to follow them to the burial site, where we will need you just to write down directions on how to get there. We'll take care of the rest.
No problem.
Good. I'm glad all is understood. Now, don't go immediately after. Wait until somewhere in the afternoon. Go about your day as you normally would, but skip the drinks in the evening. Should be about when they transport the body. You know, they'd like to hang it up for a little while, teach everyone a lesson. Understood? Good.
What were we calling him, by the way? The Grey One?
The demon that you guys worship is the Grey One, yes.
Yes.
The
Or the Grey One.
head priest, if you could call him that, is the Grand Overlord.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the Grey One.
Well, now, my friend and I shall leave. And he nods to the not blonde lady. You two hang out in the room for a while. Make it seem like raunchy things have happened. We're
Messing
leaving.
with my hair.
And then
My fur.
they both open the window, and they turn into smoke and flow out, a la Harry Potter style, I guess.
You know, when I get Missy Step later, that's what it's gonna look like.
Mm-hmm. And the elven lady says, well, I mean, if we're gonna make it look real. She closes the window. Might as well make it real.
The performance.
No, we're gonna back out it. We're gonna go back to the normal chat now.
Okay.
And
boys
maybe
have-
maybe we'll get lucky if we all go to Gen Con and we'll see that shitty Gygax, the Ernie one, and we can throw vegetables at him.
All
We
right.
could throw.
Sounds like
That would be-
a fucking plan to me.
Hold on. We have to wait. We have to wait for Connor to get back.
If Luke is also there, maybe we could get him to throw vegetables with us.
Akon music.
Where did
Because
Oh,
Connor
just from
go?
what I've seen, I cannot tell how the hell Luke and Ernie ended up so different.
No idea. What happened to Connor?
tell us what happened, please. We went to go make sure his dog didn't shit on anything.
Jesus.
As this is the way.
What'd you do, Hayes?
Akon music.
You didn't do anything bad, did you?
No.
About an hour and a half later, Hayes comes down with a big smile on his face.
See, guys, he got laid and not robbed.
Did you get robbed?
No.
I hand him a gold piece.
Did you get
I
fucked?
also hand him a gold piece.
I also hand you a gold piece.
Where did you get a gold piece?
I point at the floor.
Fair enough.
Some commoner lost a whole ass gold piece and it ruined their month.
Why
It's
are you
either
giving
a
me gold?
commoner or someone that just didn't have
Oh, no.
too much money and too little sense.
Wait,
Yes.
So
so
someone
why'd
with
you,
too much
you
money.
guys have a bet if I would get robbed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw you grow up and we were like, all right, let's have a bet. But then we all bet on you getting robbed, so we figured if you got robbed, you could pay us. I'm
Wait,
just
I
now
have just
seeing.
had a
I am now seeing the fault in this plan.
Have we
Hey, guys.
just have same thought on this?
No, I was doing the math in my head and I was like, 0 minus a number cannot be done financially with a physical medium.
But what if we all give him a gold piece and then he gave it back? Then he's still
Like,
paying us.
You can have a metaphysical like warrant of having negative money, but you can't actually literally hold negative money.
Could we have him give us IOUs and then we cash that into its thing?
But he didn't get robbed, so it doesn't matter.
I go over to the
True.
bar with 3 gold and give it to the lady for however long that will get a room. And just give it to patron.
Hold on, what are you giving? What is this? Why are you handing me a piece of paper that says I live here?
He's giving you a key actually with a room number on it.
Are these like those numbers that are on that note that
I
is
squint
forgot?
at him. Why was you sentenced with the same hooker right after you were with the hooker?
There was no
Uh,
hooker. Huh?
guys, he's trying to be nice.
Yeah,
Let him be nice.
he's got you a 6-night stay in a very nice room.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand that yet.
Yeah, I'm aware.
None of
He's
us do.
fucking shit. The man has given you key, which means
That's the second thing I look at. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do with the key? He's homeless. You're so insensitive.
that's pretty rude, Hayes.
You're already.
We're drunk, not idiots. Fuck you.
It's literally the nicest thing so far. Fuck you.
I'll have you know that there was that point that my tutor told me I wasn't completely useless. So, I have
listen,
that.
Listen, sometimes Cece lets me sleep in her backyard.
It's nice. There's a garden.
There's
Yeah,
fire.
but you've been
In the
drinking,
summer,
you
there's
should-
fireflies too. It's real pretty.
It's gonna be cold tonight and you're drinking, so it's better for you to have a room.
I'd let him do. I'd
make
let him
my own
sleep
warm.
inside, but the roof is meant for gnomes.
I
You're
can.
gonna have a wonderful night.
No, I
I'm
can
gonna
make
go
my
home.
own warm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I
go
think it
home.
is. I think it is canon that Cecilia's house would be like a shed to a medium-sized person. It's like a big shed.
Yep.
Probably.
It's honestly what I was
So-
picking.
Bartender and ask if he'll help the guy right there, patron, to his room when everything's done, when everyone's done drinking.
Yeah.
I am gonna head out
Can
because heading out is the thing to do right now.
okay.
It's sleepy
Okay,
time.
bye, Mr.
Bye.
So you stumble out the door. Now I'm assuming you probably live near the guard quarters, right? Most
Kinda.
most guards
That,
do.
shit. Can you? I can't remember where you posted the fucking map at. I'm a cunt. I'm sorry.
Well, you see it's on his Twitch.
It is on my Twitch.
I can't access that picture because when I try to go to Twitch, it's nothing.
All right,
Like
hold on.
actual,
Let's see. Let's see here. Can I do this? Let me upload.
Can you
a file.
post it in the world info?
Post it right here. If you click on it,
Mhm.
you can see East Village on the far right, and
Mhm.
just to the left of that, you see Nightcap.
Mhm.
Directly across the street from that is the guard headquarters,
Okay.
and right above that guard headquarters is the Mayhew Manor, which is a jailhouse.
Mhm.
And then kind of that whole block around that grassy area just behind the guard quarters is where a lot of the town guard live because it's near work.
So that brown house on the corner by the Quinn City Theater.
We
Okay.
built Quinn City.
Bum.
We built
Okay.
Quinn City.
So we know exactly where you live. That's actually really helpful. So yeah, you
I
managed.
also know exactly where Patron lives. Nowhere.
Nowhere. Wherever he can get a house.
He doesn't live nowhere. He lives outside.
Which is the biggest.
So he lives nowhere but everywhere.
Yeah, truly, he has a very large house. It's just that he doesn't own any of it.
Now outside is the biggest somewhere there is. Just saying.
True.
Hayes, that picture you posted with the teeth, but I have lips and they're smaller.
What?
The picture of the gross teeth.
The Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah,
Yeah. Million.
that, but they're smaller and I have lips. So, you know.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I gotta go to work.
Okay.
Alright, we just won't do anything with you.
We're actually gonna wrap up here pretty soon anyway. So that works.
Yeah.
Now, what about
So,
Cecilia and Patron? Hayes will say fucks off and goes home.
See, I still don't know why he gave me this key. I don't know what it goes to.
I think he gave it to you for a room.
One of the barmaids says, "Dear, that is one of our keys. You go upstairs, you sleep in a bed."
Huh?
She sticks out an arm. I show you the way. Come now. You've had plenty to drink.
Okay.
You can bring your wheel of cheese, yes.
Yay.
She takes you up to a room on the second floor, opens the door, and says, "In you go, in you go."
Okay, thank you.
It's a fairly cramped room with a single bed, little writing desk.
It is more of a room than Patrin is used to.
Yeah. I like to imagine you ball up on the bed, spooning the wheel of cheese.
Probably.
Yeah. She closes the door behind you as you climb into bed.
I'll just go home.
Yep, I assumed. Go home, you walk into the door. Not into the door, but in through the door.
I mean, both are possibilities.
Yes. She has been drinking.
So I might gently walk into the door, because once again I'm a gnome and I can't generate enough force for it to actually be like damaging a lot of the time. It's kind of like how bugs can't actually die from falling.
Which is the weirdest thing, but it's actually true.
Why? I'm so confused.
They don't weigh enough.
They don't generate enough force to create enough
there's
impact
not
to kill
enough, there's
themselves.
not enough mass to them to damage them.
Interesting. I did not know that bit of trivia. Thank you for teaching me something new.
That's why you can see a
Yay.
fly into something, drop to the ground, get back up and do it again.
Well, that's why you can smack them straight out of the air and they'll get back up in a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm. After they get done being stunned by you smacking them.
Yeah, after they get stunned by literally being god smacked as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
Celia,
Like, they just got hit by a building.
as you open your door on the third
Get
try,
out of my house.
we'll say it's the third try. You just, in general, say "get out of my house" when you walk in. Roll perception. At disadvantage because you're drunk.
Oh.
Sorry, bud.
But it's my shiny dragon symbol.
I'm sorry, bud. I made you guys roll a disadvantage so much today. I'm sorry.
It's not as good.
Listen, it's fine. We're drunk.
It's 12.
Did you also get in that 20?
Yeah.
That's enough to notice that there's a pile of black dirt underneath the windowsill where you keep your plants. That was not there when you left. You're tidier than that. But all the plants seem to be there.
Well, that's weird. What are you doing here, Dirt? Get out of my house.
Deprestidigitated out of your house.
Yes.
Get out of my house, she drunkenly says, pushing the evidence out of her house.
Stupid. Dirt.
And
8030
and stay out, slams door.
window.
Right.
Then I go to bed.
The following morning, Cecilia, you wake up to a whack on the forehead from a long stick.
Ah,
Get out!
you're
You
losing your touch. That used to actually hurt.
shut up.
What do you want from me?
They're hanging a guy this morning. You missed the announcement.
They hang a guy a lot of mornings.
Yeah, but this one's important.
Fine. You wanted me to not hang him? I don't get it.
No. You gotta make sure he gets hanged.
Fine. You see
See-
her gesture for Mage Hand, and it starts like it grabs the water jug and starts watering the plants.
So as you sit up, you obviously know, but the people don't know. You sit up to see an elderly halfling woman with steel gray hair tied into the tightest possible bun you can imagine, with a long stick that she likes to whack her students with. She's dressed in, honestly, elegantly purple robes with gold embroidery all around them. She is noticeable to everybody in town. If you've learned magic, you know who this lady is. Although her name is written down somewhere and I forgot where it's at.
I've learned magic. Do I know who she is?
You don't know wizard magic.
It's okay, Zach. You didn't learn magic.
Technically, I know transmutation magic.
Jada Whisperwillow. I knew I had it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I know transmutation magic. Fuck you.
She says, I already watered your plants. You're gonna overwater and you're gonna kill them.
The Mage Hand puts down the thing, and because it is that like Mickey Mouse glove, it does the thing where it looks like the hand squinting at you. Fine. Jester in the Mage Hand goes to start grabbing my other stuff. Help me get ready.
And then after the guy's hanged, you need to go over to the brewery. Do you know which brewery?
Why do I have to go over to a brewery? I didn't drink that much last night. You're not making me apologize again.
Because we think Barley's might have stole a family recipe. We need to make sure it's not in his office. Your job.
Fine.
She jabs you.
No, you go to me. I'll do it. You're fine.
Alright. You screw this up, you get the cane. She aims her cane at you.
Oh no.
She says as a level 2 wizard to a retired adventurer.
It's fine.
She walks inside. Disrespectful ass. It's just, slams door. Keeps going.
I stick my tongue out at the door. And then start while doing my easier parts of getting ready, I start to also like the parts I could do with just the Mage Hand, I start to ritually cast Unseen Servant so they can help me get ready for the morning. This is how wizards are so quick. They have a coterie.
You're just doing it all with like one eye half open, wandering around the house.
Very much like walking into a witch's house, and you just see them like walking through, arms down. There's like their teeth are getting brushed by the Mage Hand while they'll stick their arms out, and the fucking Unseen Servant is clothing them. And then they'll just prestidigitate the night sweat and stuff away on their once they get out the door.
Oh, it's Atticus all over again. Great.
Well, you have to stay clean. Otherwise, people aren't gonna want to wager money against you. They'll think you're a vagabond.
With that, we'll cut to Patron. Patron, you wake up and your back hurts because you're used to sleeping on hard ground and you just woke up in a soft bed. But you wake up, your cheese is there. There's a rat nibbling on the end of it.
Hey, no, mine. I grab the rat by the tail, open the window, throw it out.
Get fucked, rat.
It falls 2 fucking stories to the cobblestone below.
And dies.
Yeah, rats have 1 HP, and they take at least... Oh, it's 20 feet in the air? That's, what, 2d6?
At
Yeah.
least 2.
Yeah. So, whack! Dead.
Some urchin just looks like it. Oh, hey, breakfast!
Not on this part of town.
Where they look at
No.
it like... Where they look at it like, oh boy, I can get paid now.
Rat for sale.
Yeah.
Recently brained rat for sale.
Yeah, a rat catcher runs up and snags that boy. You've
So
helped the
many
community.
Portuguese people in this town.
Ouch.
That's a Suicide Squad reference.
Mm-hmm.
Patron is going to have the cheese, at least a part of it, as his breakfast.
It's a big wheel.
Yeah, so a part of it.
As you go to walk outside, the door opens inwards, like towards the room. You go to walk out, and you step on a tray of porridge and grapes. You look down. There's food on the floor, just waiting for you.
I would like to make an insight check on the food.
Roll insight.
Not you. You fucked me already this session. With you, who fucked me last session. Ah,
What'd you get?
going to be 13.
The food is planning something.
The food is obviously full of malice, which means you should eat it so it can no longer be full of malice.
You briefly look at it and see the shape.
And
Of a
instead,
chair.
be filling Patron.
With malice.
Basically, I'm just trying to discern if it's poisoned.
It's not.
Okay.
You don't get the idea that it would be. You've been to places in town, and this is one of the nicer places. People don't get poisoned here often.
Well, it does seem like its feelings towards you are poisonous, but it itself is not.
That's
So
a good
not to
description.
influence my life.
Yes. The quickest way to get rid of it is to devour it. Like this is Beastars.
Will do so.
Okay. So you just sit right there on the floor to eat
Not
it.
like B-Stars where it takes a season and a half to even have that be considered.
What the
I
fuck?
haven't-
I missed
I-
season 2? Hold
This
on.
the season 2
I
is so
haven't-
bad.
I haven't watched any of it.
Is it like bad funny or bad just bad?
It's bad. I'm not a fan of the second season.
It's very
What-
fucking weird.
What
Yeah.
happened? Is there a lot of war stuff?
I can't tell you because spoilers on the internet.
It's
Tell
very
me
fucking weird.
It is weird.
I mean, you can spoil it for me. I'm not gonna watch it.
Later.
But everybody else in the world.
Anyway.
Ouch.
So, as you walk out, you hear Patron. As you walk outside, finally, you hear a crier because they call every half hour. Man being hung this morning in front of, I'm dumb. Quinn City jailhouse. So he has to give the official
Make
name.
you keep.
No, he has to give the official name. It's yeah.
Serious business.
Yeah. Well, he's a crier. He gives official business. He doesn't get to use street slang.
Man, no.
And as you look to your right as you step out, you do see that there is, in fact, quite a crowd growing around the jailhouse.
I walk up to a person and I just ask, who is the one getting hung?
Oh, some big cult guy.
Are they not worried about, like, them coming to try and bust him out?
Yeah, that's why. And she gestures. You see, there's a group of 4 guards kind of patrolling the border. You see, there's several guards inside. The crowd's just kind of wandering around. See a couple perched at higher places, scanning
And
above.
you see Cecilia's bird Loki flying overhead.
And you do see Geister. Did you manage to make it to work on time?
Yeah.
You do see Geister himself is closer to the house, or like to the HQ, keeping a close eye himself.
How long until the hanging is happening?
Oh, like 5-10 minutes. I just say this because it is on the road into town. Cecilia, you see Patron is kind of hunched over at the moment because his back hurts, with half a wheel of cheese in his arm and porridge on his shirt.
You said I
Patrick,
see him or Cecilia sees him?
I'll just have Loki land on his shoulder.
Hello, Loki. And I imagine Cecilia too. Patron is then going to hold an arm out to his side, and you guys will see sort of smoke and embers start to be drawn from other places around the city, and they start to coalesce into a sort of serpentine shape next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Loki is like, his coat's mostly gray, but at the very tips of his wings, it goes that almost shiny green that you see on mallard ducks.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's actually really nice. I don't have an animal. I'm just a basic bitch.
I mean, take a feet, get fine familiar. You said.
I don't want to use my feet for that.
Use it.
It's the best way to
Oh,
use a feat.
I want to use my ASI to be stronger. Thank you.
I look
Yeah.
down at the wildfire companion and I go, Cloris, if trouble happens, follow me into it.
It was a bird, you said, right?
A snake.
Snake? It gives a snaky nod and then wanders off into the crowd.
Does it have little snickety snake wings?
It has.
No, I can't have a fly speed. Remember?
Does it have vestigial legs?
Oh, because there's a, I can't remember what they're called, but there's a flying snake in like Greek myth, and they just have these tiny little wings, like 2/3 of the
I know what
way
you're talking
That's
about.
that's
their
a
body.
that's a
And
coatl.
they're adorable. No, that's a
So
different one.
what?
Coatls are South American.
Oh. To be fair, they had a bunch of different winged serpents in Mexican or South American lore.
Ooh,
To
careful
be fair,
there.
most of them were derived from the same thing.
The
No, the one I'm
Quetzalcoatl.
thinking of is probably the inspiration for Dragantini.
Dragantini.
Dratini.
Dratini, that's the one. I'm old, guys.
Hey, dude. You're not old. If you were old, you would actually known the way it's pronounced.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
I'm a-
forgot because I was 6.
That's how Brandon was pronouncing Dratini earlier all day.
Yeah, and Brandon likes the game more than me. So
That's
suck.
gross, dude. How dare you?
So a few minutes later, you do see a man brought out. He's not a particularly older man, but he's definitely graying, human, tall for his race, 6'2", 6'3". As he's fitted with the rope, he looks out. From the distance you're at, none of you can really hear him speak, except for Geister, who is fairly near the gallows. You hear him shout, "I will be back in less than a week.
I'll be back.
Do your silly show." And he looks directly at Eric. "I will come for you and your whole family." And then the floor drops out from beneath him. You hear a sickening snapping sound. And the crowd kind of does that momentary gasp. They wait. The executioner nods, and they cheer. And that's where we'll stop this week.
Whoa, bullshit.
We will pick right up. We'll pick up right there again. Hopefully at fucking 7.
I'm sorry I had to help my fucking friend.
It was
And
also.
I will say, when we pick up Cecilia, we'll be getting handed her morning tea by Kevin. Just like, oh, good, he did the die like he was supposed to. Just start walking away, like, still rubbing their eyes,
Time for the hanging.
which are obviously oversized because
Right.
they're now
Brandon's back just in time for the end of the game.
classic.
So yeah, once again, check out the Connor on the TikTok at Versatile Diecaster. I'm on the TikTok. I will be doing summaries and brief lore stuff throughout the week. On my TikTok at PostGoth Gaming.
Yay.
Does anyone else do anything interesting?
Consider watching Whitest Kids You Know videos on YouTube and also donating to the fund for the Mars film that they were working on. Trevor Moore's voice work is already complete for it, and it is our last chance to hear him perform.
That too.
I'm gonna be starting up my streaming too.
Finally. Are we gonna stream
I
Pixelmon?
know. Pixelmon, other stuff too.
Excellent. All right.
A lot of stuff.
So with that, I hope everyone has a good week. Bye.
Go away.
I'm gonna be